Principles of sports nutrition. The cell is the basic unit of life. Human health can be reduced to an individual cell. We're only as healthy as our individual cells. They form clusters and an important network of activity. They communicate. The cell is simply a design of life. It contains the blueprint of our DNA. It has protoplasm and organelles, but every single cell, and there are about 200 different types of cells, they all have something in common, and that is they are alive, and the stuff that keeps them alive and makes them alive is relative to chi and energy, and of course that's what sports nutrition is all about. The cell is a highly organized unit which continuously engages in endless metabolic activities. That's why the cells have got to be healthy. And that's why the environment that you bathe your cells in is relative to their health. If you consume toxins and environmental waste and pollutants and microorganisms that can damage the cells and damage the tissues and the organs of which consists of cells, then you're going to end up with a reduced quality of life, an impairment of function. Each cell contains our DNA, our blueprint of who and what we are, and DNA can be subdivided into genes which contain instructions for protein and enzyme manufacture. Now it's been said that each individual cell is a mini protein factory, and that's why we need to know about protein and about how protein is made and how genes are involved and where do the genes come from, and lo and behold, we find the essence of who and what we are inside each individual cell. Now I think it's important to mention something about the Human Genome Project, because this scientific investigation is involved intimately as a group of scientists from all over the world in unraveling the mystery of our DNA. And what they discovered is that there are fewer genes in human DNA than what was previously thought, as little as 20,000 genes. Genes are the basic unit of heredity in all living things. Genes hold the information to build and maintain an organism's cells and pass these genetic traits to their offspring. The book of life is revealed in our genetic hardware. How those genes express themselves is defined as our phenotype. We know that by changing the environment within and without, we can have a different set of outcomes. For example, identical twins, one could live a certain way and the other another way in contrast, and the outcome of their health and their life and their function would be specific to how they lived and how they bathed those genes. The genotype is what we have. That's our hardware, like the hardware in your computer. But we can download programs, we can change our behavior, we can change our thoughts, we can take dietary supplements, we can train and get fit, and then ultimately we can express our genes, the hand that we were dealt with. We can express those genes differently. And this is a great paradigm.